Here's a list of some of the top weird and outdated laws still technically in effect in Canada. These actual laws may not be enforced, but they're still technically on the books, making them quirky remnants of the past. So let's go check out some of these bizarre laws. It's illegal to whistle in Petrolia, Ontario on Sundays. No ice cream cones allowed on Bank Street in Ottawa. It's illegal to drag a dead horse down Yonge Street in Toronto on Sundays. It's prohibited to climb trees in Oshawa, Ontario. It's illegal to paint a wooden ladder in Alberta. No sledding on Sundays in Regina, Saskatchewan. Only 4 rats are allowed as pets in Edmonton, Alberta. It's illegal to fish for sturgeon on Sundays in Quebec. No swearing in public in Montreal. No kite flying in Victoria, British Columbia. It's restricted to parks. It's illegal to enter a barn in Alberta while intoxicated. No hedge apples allowed in Edmonton, Alberta. It's prohibited to wear t-shirts with offensive messages in Ottawa. It's illegal to throw snowballs in Charlottetown, PEI. No walking pet snakes in public in New Brunswick. It's illegal to yell, "Fire," in a public place in Toronto. No crashing a wedding in Manitoba. It's illegal to transport more than $50 in coins in Alberta. No littering on the ice in Alberta. It's illegal to use a streetlight to advertise a lost pet in Manitoba. No flying a kite in the streets of Montreal. It's illegal to challenge a stranger to a snowball fight in Alberta. No washing your car in your driveway in Ottawa. It's illegal to engage in fake duels in Canada. No mowing the lawn in Regina on Sundays. It's illegal to make or sell homemade margarine in Newfoundland and Labrador. No pushing a live moose out of a plane in Atlantic Canada. It's illegal to startle a squirrel in Manitoba. No carrying a plow on a Sunday in British Columbia. It's illegal to wear a mask in public in Quebec. No shoveling snow on sidewalks in Calgary. It's illegal to water your lawn when it's raining in Manitoba. No biting off someone's nose in Canada. It's illegal to ride a cow while drunk in Ontario. No spitting on a public transit vehicle in Toronto. It's illegal to keep a mongoose as a pet in Alberta. No watering flowers in Vancouver with a hose after 8 a.m. It's illegal to import a baby walker into Canada. No feeding the pigeons in Banff National Park. It's illegal to keep rabbits in a high-rise in Toronto. No playing electronic games in public on Sunday in Alberta. It's illegal to bathe in public fountains in British Columbia. No setting off fireworks without a permit in Newfoundland and Labrador. It's illegal to sell margarine in Ontario that isn't dyed yellow. No hiring a taxi on Christmas Day in Canada. It's illegal to use a propane torch to thaw a water pipe in Nova Scotia. No kitesurfing on Sundays in Nova Scotia. It's illegal to throw a snowball at a public building in Montreal. No keeping a raccoon as a pet in Ontario. It's illegal to hunt on Sundays in British Columbia. No public displays of laundry in New Brunswick. It's illegal to make a sandwich with smoked salmon and cheese in Quebec. No wearing a kilt without underwear in Nova Scotia. It's illegal to hold a garage sale on a Sunday in Alberta. No selling old comics in Halifax. It's illegal to spit on a sidewalk in Ontario. No collecting rainwater without a permit in British Columbia. It's illegal to sell unpasteurized milk in Canada. No driving a motorized wheelchair on the sidewalk in Manitoba. It's illegal to ride a bicycle without a bell in Ontario. No yodeling after 11 p.m. in Alberta. It's illegal to own a pair of dice in Alberta. No shooting a cannon on Sunday in Nova Scotia. It's illegal to swim to the USA from Canada. No riding a bike without hands on the handlebars in Alberta. It's illegal to eat ice cream on a stick in Ottawa. No leaving a public toilet seat up in Saskatchewan. It's illegal to fish for trout using corn in Nova Scotia. No whistling in the dark in Quebec. It's illegal to sell pickled fruit in Alberta. No parking in front of a mailbox in Nova Scotia. It's illegal to have a bear as a pet in Manitoba. No selling cheese made from raw milk in Quebec. It's illegal to carry a snake in public in New Brunswick. No selling sugar pies in Montreal on Sundays. It's illegal to dig up fossils without a permit in Alberta. It's illegal to ride a sleigh on a sidewalk in Montreal. No leaving a house with wet hair in Winnipeg. It's illegal to catch crabs on a Tuesday in Nova Scotia. No operating a radio without a license in Canada. It's illegal to sell used mattresses in Toronto. No throwing peanut shells on the ground in Quebec. It's illegal to eat more than 4 sandwiches at a funeral in Ontario. No wearing cowboy boots in public unless you own 2 cows in British Columbia. It's illegal to paint a garage door purple in Prince Edward Island. No singing in public on Sundays in Halifax. It's illegal to operate a snowblower before 7 a.m. in Alberta. No transporting dead bees across provincial borders in Canada. It's illegal to sell apples in a container not made of wood in Nova Scotia. No eating ice cream on a stoop in Vancouver. It's illegal to play the violin in public on Sundays in Quebec. No wearing shorts in a public park in Halifax. It's illegal to drink beer out of a bucket in Nova Scotia. No using a shopping cart on the sidewalk in Toronto. It's illegal to jump off a bridge in New Brunswick. No rollerblading on public roads in Saskatchewan. It's illegal to sing the national anthem in public in the evening in Manitoba. No flying a kite while wearing a top hat in Montreal. It's illegal to wear a suit of armor in the legislature in Nova Scotia. No putting salt on railroad tracks in Alberta. Remember, these laws may not be enforced, but they're still technically on the books, making them quirky remnants of the past.